Welcome to Nature Nurture Hub. Have you ever watched a wall slowly come alive, each day cloaked a little more in green, until it feels like nature herself decided to decorate your space? That's the quiet, enchanting power of English ivy, Hedera helix, a living artwork that breathes freshness into your home, whispers elegance across your garden, and turns even the simplest corner into a sanctuary of calm. From centuries-old European cottages to modern American patios, this evergreen climber has captured hearts with its effortless grace, its versatility, and its undeniable charm. And today, you're going to learn exactly how to grow it, care for it, and let it flourish, turning your own home into a piece of timeless greenery. English ivy, Hedera helix, isn't just another plant. It's a symbol of resilience and endurance. It grows gracefully where other plants struggle, thriving indoors and outdoors alike. Whether you dream of a lush green wall in your living room, cascading vines from hanging pots, or a soft carpet of leaves across your backyard fence, English ivy, Hedera helix, makes it possible. But here's the secret to success. It's not about giving it more attention, it's about giving it the right care. Let's start with light, the heartbeat of your ivy's health. English ivy, Hedera helix, adores bright, indirect light, the kind that mimics the soft, dappled sunlight filtering through tall trees in the forest. Place your ivy near an east or north-facing window where the light is gentle yet steady. Too much direct sunlight can scorch its delicate leaves, leaving brown edges, while too little can cause sparse, leggy growth. Indoors, this vine performs beautifully under LED grow lights as well. So if your apartment doesn't get much sun, don't worry. Your ivy can still thrive in that environment. Temperature plays an equally important role. English ivy, Hedera helix, prefers a cooler climate, ideally between 50 degrees Fahrenheit and 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius to 21 degrees Celsius. It enjoys the kind of crisp air that reminds you of autumn mornings. Avoid placing it near heating vents or radiators where dry, hot air could harm its foliage. If you're growing it outdoors, it's hardy in USDA zones 4 to 9, meaning it can withstand some cold but harsh winters below 20 degrees Fahrenheit might cause dieback. Still, this plant has an incredible ability to bounce back when spring returns. Now let's talk about watering, the most common mistake people make with ivy. The key to success is balance. English ivy, Hedera helix, likes its soil slightly moist but never soggy. Always check the top inch of soil. If it feels dry to the touch, it's time to water. Pour slowly and deeply, allowing excess water to drain freely. Never let the roots sit in standing water, as this encourages root rot. During the active growing months of spring and summer, your ivy will need more frequent watering, about once a week. In winter, cut back to every 2 or 3 weeks, depending on indoor humidity levels. Speaking of humidity, ivy appreciates a little moisture in the air. If you live in a dry area, especially during winter when heating systems run constantly, use a small humidifier nearby or occasionally mist the leaves. This simple act keeps the foliage vibrant and reduces the risk of spider mites, tiny pests that thrive in dry conditions. Fertilizing your English ivy, Hedera helix, is like giving it a gentle nudge toward lush, vigorous growth. Use a balanced liquid houseplant fertilizer, 10-10-10 or similar, diluted to half strength once every 4 to 6 weeks during spring and summer. Always water before feeding to prevent fertilizer burn. Stop feeding in winter when the plant naturally slows its growth. This rest period keeps it strong and ready to burst with new shoots in spring. Pruning is another essential part of ivy care, and it's where you get to shape nature's artistry to your liking. Regular pruning helps keep your ivy dense, bushy, and manageable. Trim long or leggy vines just above a leaf node to encourage new branching. You can even root those trimmings in water or moist soil to create new plants. English ivy, Hedera helix, propagates beautifully, making it a generous friend for every gardener. Common problems may arise, but they're all easily solved once you understand your ivy's language. Yellowing leaves often signal overwatering or poor drainage. Brown tips? Usually dry air or too much direct sunlight. If you notice sticky residue or tiny webs, You might be dealing with pests like aphids or spider mites. Wipe leaves gently with a damp cloth and use insecticidal soap or neem oil to clear them away. Keep your ivy clean. It not only improves its look, but also prevents pest buildup. For beginners, English ivy, Hedera helix, is one of the most forgiving plants. It teaches patience, observation, and care without demanding perfection. You can train it up trellises, let it drape from shelves, or grow it as ground cover outdoors. And because it's evergreen, it keeps your surroundings alive with color even when most plants rest for the winter. Imagine your living room adorned with cascading vines, each leaf glistening like nature's jewelry. Or picture a patio wall dressed in green, the kind that instantly transforms your space into a peaceful retreat. That's the beauty of English ivy, Hedera helix. It brings harmony, softness, and freshness wherever it grows. As you nurture your ivy, you'll notice it responding to your rhythm. Give it light, love, and balance, and it will reward you with endless growth and charm. Each new leaf unfurling is a sign that your little corner of nature is thriving, and that's the kind of reward every plant lover cherishes. Growing English ivy, Hedera helix, is not just about adding a plant to your collection, it's about inviting calmness into your daily life. It's a reminder to slow down, breathe, and appreciate small progress. Whether you're a busy urban dweller or someone with acres of outdoor space, this plant fits perfectly into your lifestyle. In the next part, we'll go even deeper, exploring advanced care routines, environmental tricks for maximizing its color and growth, and creative ways to display your ivy indoors and outdoors like a pro plant stylist. As your English ivy, Hedera helix, matures, you'll see it adapt gracefully to nearly any space you offer it. Outdoors, it weaves over fences, stone walls, and tree trunks like a living tapestry. Indoors, it transforms bookshelves, hanging baskets, and window ledges into green sanctuaries. The secret to achieving this picture-perfect growth lies in consistency and gentle guidance. Keep rotating the pot every few weeks so all sides receive equal light. This small habit prevents lopsided growth and encourages symmetrical vines that trail elegantly. Soil choice is another vital key. Use a loose, well-draining potting mix, something rich in organic matter yet airy enough to let roots breathe. A mix of peat, perlite, and compost works wonders. Always ensure your container has proper drainage holes. English ivy dislikes having wet feet. Repotting every 2 years, preferably in early spring, gives it fresh nutrients and space to expand. When repotting, gently loosen the root ball and remove any dead or mushy roots before placing it in the new soil. If you want your ivy to climb, offer it something to embrace. A moss pole, wire frame, or trellis provides the perfect support. Secure young vines loosely with soft ties. They'll soon grip the structure on their own for a fuller, bushier appearance. Pinch back the growing tips regularly. Each pinch sends energy into new side shoots, creating a thicker, more luxurious display. Now let's unlock the artistic side of growing English ivy, Hedera helix. This plant responds beautifully to creativity. You can train it to spell a word on a wall grid, shape it around picture frames, or allow it to cascade from hanging planters like a waterfall of green lace. Indoors, pair it with neutral decor for a calm, minimalist aesthetic, or use it to add contrast against rustic textures like wood and stone outdoors. It complements flowering companions such as hydrangeas, hostas, or ferns, adding continuous greenery year-round. English ivy also acts as a natural air purifier, helping remove toxins such as formaldehyde and benzene from indoor air. That's one more reason it's beloved by plant enthusiasts across the United States, especially in urban apartments where clean air is precious. Just remember to keep it slightly out of reach of pets and children, as its leaves can be mildly toxic if ingested. One of the most common questions from beginners is, why is my ivy losing its lush green color? The answer almost always lies in light, and feeding pale leaves suggests too little light or nutrient deficiency. Simply move your plant to a brighter spot or add a light feeding of diluted fertilizer and watch the color deepen again. If your English ivy, Hedera helix ever becomes leggy or sparse, don't worry. This plant responds instantly to rejuvenation pruning. Cut back older vines by 1/3. Within weeks, you'll see vigorous new shoots emerging. This simple act keeps your plant dense and young for years. With good care, a single ivy can live for decades, continuing to beautify your home as a living heirloom. During summer months, take your potted ivy outdoors for a seasonal retreat. A shady patio or balcony allows it to soak up natural humidity and gentle breezes. Just protect it from harsh midday sun and bring it back indoors before the first frost. These outdoor vacations often trigger a burst of new growth and richer foliage once you return it inside. Watering remains the heartbeat of your ivy's success. Use room temperature water and let it flow evenly through the soil until it seeps from the drainage holes. Empty saucers immediately to prevent waterlogging. Over time, you'll learn your plant's rhythm. When the topsoil dries, it's time to refresh. English ivy appreciates a steady schedule, and your consistency will show in its glossy, resilient leaves. Fertilizing, too, should feel like rhythm rather than routine. Think of it as feeding energy to your plant during its most active seasons. A balanced formula once a month from March through August is usually perfect. Stop in the cooler months to allow rest and reset. Your plant will thank you with renewed vigor come spring. Now, let's explore propagation, the art of multiplying your green treasure. Select a healthy vine about 6 inches long, snip just below a leaf node, and remove the lower leaves. Place the cutting in a jar of clean water or moist potting mix. Within 2 to 3 weeks, fine white roots will appear, ready to be planted. This process not only gives you new ivies to gift or expand your collection, but also keeps the parent plant youthful. If you live in areas with colder winters like New England, the Pacific Northwest, or the Midwest, outdoor ivy will slow down but remain evergreen if protected from freezing winds. Mulching the base and avoiding winter pruning will safeguard roots until spring returns. For those in warmer southern climates, regular trimming prevents ivy from spreading too aggressively. English ivy, Hedera helix, can be vigorous outdoors, so define its boundaries early with edging or trellising to keep it an elegant companion, not an over-eager guest. To make your ivy truly shine, gently wipe the leaves every month with a damp cloth. This removes dust, enhances photosynthesis, and restores that vibrant emerald sheen for an extra glossy look. Lightly mist with water mixed with a few drops of neem oil. It doubles as a natural pest deterrent. Above all, remember, caring for English ivy, Hedera helix, is not just maintenance, it's a meditative ritual. Watching each tendril stretch, twist, and find its way is a reminder of growth, patience, and resilience. This plant asks for attention but rewards you with peace. It thrives when you create balance. Not too wet, not too dry, not too dark, not too bright. In that harmony lies its timeless charm. So, whether you're nurturing a single pot in your apartment or covering a garden wall with cascading green, know that you're continuing a centuries-old tradition, humans and ivy growing together side by side in quiet partnership. Now, take a moment, breathe in, and imagine your own English ivy flourishing, wrapping your world in calm beauty. Start growing your English ivy, Hedera helix, today, and let your home breathe with natural elegance. If you love learning about seasonal flowering plants, gardening tips, and nature care, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Nature Nurture Hub, your home for year-round garden inspiration. Let's keep growing together.